Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renae Novak at BlessedByCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today to share with you another Make It Monday tutorial. Today, I'm going to share with you how to take a basic blender pen and some white craft ink and color in, or paint in, if you will, some of the sunflowers from the Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. So, let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of cardstock. Now I have chosen a lighter blue piece, and we're going to do some stamping, and then I'm going to share with you the technique. So the first thing you want to do is pick your stamp, and I have chosen from the Celebrate Sunflowers, this little sunflower here. And I've already actually pre-stamped it for you and started it so that you didn't have to see the entire work in progress. But how you create this look on the flowers is by painting it with white craft ink. So I just take a basic acrylic pad and kind of just stamp it right on that acrylic pad. And then what you're going to need is a blender pen, just one of our blender pens. And then you're just going to paint with that blender pen. Now, when you get a little bit on, I try to go a little bit when it's really wet and dark towards the parts that I want accented. And then you'll see as the color comes off, it gets a little lighter. And so you just keep painting it and coloring in, and because the glycerin in the blender pen mixes with the craft ink, making it kind of like a paint, I'm just kind of coloring in all of those sunflower leaves. And you can get some more, and then again, like I said, it's darker at the beginning, so I'll take it along where I want the darkness. And then I come back in and color in those leaves. And you do that all over your entire image. I'm going to share with you, and if after we're done with this, I'll share with you a couple other samples that I have created using the larger sunflower image from this Celebrate Sunflower stamp set. So you just keep painting it in, and I went along the leaves and just kind of used the darkness of the actual craft ink to outline the leaves. I didn't really color in the leaves themselves. And so you just keep going along, and that's pretty much the entire technique. And then you can get it, you can go back and make it darker if you want. And then I did get a lot on there so that I could just kind of do the points right in the center of the sunflower. And again, just tapping it right into that acrylic block. So I would just keep going along, and I would just keep coloring these in until they're all finished. And then let's just pretend like those are all done. And then I'm going to stamp a greeting. The stamp set that I'm going to use is from the new catalog, Happiness Abounds, and I'm going to use this Happy Birthday sentiment. I'm going to stamp that in the Memento black ink, and I'm just going to sauce that up and stamp that right on there. Then I'm going to make a little flag tag on the end of that using my paper snips. So get this out of the way. I'm just going to take my paper snips, and I'm going to come in at the end, and I'm going to cut straight up, and then I'm going to cut at an angle to meet that center cut to kind of make a little flag. Okay, now we're just going to grab a little bit of the liquid glue, or whatever glue choice you have, your favorite kind, and we're just going to stick that right down on the front. Stick it so it's almost over. And there you have it. Of course, this one would be all colored in because you would just continue on with your coloring and painting in of those flowers to continue your whole image so that it's all done. And I will do that off camera, and then I will be able to have a picture to post for you on the blog. But that is basically the simple technique of painting with the blender pen and the white craft ink to give your sunflower a totally unique look. So let me share with you a couple other cards that I have created. Well, yes, maybe before I do that, let's grab a little bit of bling here, right? I think we'll just put a little silver dot right there, just to give it that added finishing touch. Okay, so let me bring in my other sample. And this one, I used the larger sunflower image in that same Celebrate Sunflowers. And I colored them in, and then I created a tag that goes across, and I used the gold metallic pearls instead of the silver that we did on this one. I used the gold ones on here. And then my last card is just with a 1 in the top there and one of the little dots. So you can make it as simple as you want, or you can step it up quite a bit. So that's my Make It Monday and the technique on how to use your blender pen and the white craft ink to color in or paint in your images. So thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and share with your friends. And until next time, be blessed.